Why, hello everyone, Lord Garrett Snow here tonight, and this is a bit of a change from my first few videos. I'm playing MTW2 Total War over Rome 2. And this game's almost 10 years old at this point. It came out in 2006. I remember getting this game literally, I think it was, very tail end of 2006 when it came out, just a couple months before that, I do believe, and I got it for Christmas. It's like one of the best Christmases ever, and I'm still playing all these years because it is such a fun game. The modding community for it is awesome. There's Hyrule Total War, Third Age Total War, which is hands down like the best Lord of the Rings game ever made, and it's completely free if you have this game. Well, Kingdom's expansion. We're not going to focus on the details though. But this is a multiplayer game I did 3-4 months ago. It's been a while. I only hop back in the multiplayer in this every once in a while now. It still is a really good multiplayer. There is still people playing it after almost 10 years. And I have 4 units of men-at-arms that are heavy cav, General's Bodyguard, 1 unit handgunners, 4 units of dismounted men-at-arms, 4 armored sergeants, 2 peasants, and 4 Pavis crossbow militia. And I'm playing as the Republic of Venice, one of the 2 Italian factions you can play in this game. The other would be Milan. And this kind of army focuses more or less on militia and kind of the merchant class. And I actually really like it, especially these crossbowmen here. They're one of my favorite units in the game. I absolutely love these crossbowmen, more so than the other ones. Mostly due to these shields. They can take a bit of a... really good at soaking up archery, or missile fire from the enemy. And then the peasants are just here because, yeah, cannon fodder. Me being a sick fuck, I need the cannon fodder. It's a bit of an addiction. Probably should have also fast forwarded this. Okay. Fast forward the game. And my opponent, little Jeremy Warren, he is fighting with the Polish. He has a bunch of units of Polish dismounted knights, a couple Polish, a unit of woodsmen, dismounted Polish nobles, a large amount of Polish knights, and then some more Polish knights. And then he has 2 units of yeah, I can barely speak English. I'm not even going to attempt that. Polish horse archers. Polish horse archers. Let's call them that. Parchers, yes. The Parchers. Plarcher. Yeah, Plarcher. But yes. 4 units of Plarchers. And more or less what comes down to is his giant thing of more or less mostly nobles and knights versus my merchant class, and then the lowly peasants. Yeah. These are basically the consul peasants, just in actual Italian city-state form, way before consuls existed. Shit, they're not even horse archers, they're crossbowmen. What am I smoking? I don't even smoke. Fuck. Oh yes, moving up a couple of units of my sergeants, armored sergeants here. Protect those crossbowmen, even though they can take a beating. I don't want them to take a beating. I kinda need them. Especially for this big blob of guys here, because he has way more heavy infantry than me. Plus, he also has that whole horse crossbowman thing, and I just don't want to deal with that. These crossbowmen are a key part of my strategy here. And actually, if you look at the bar here, according to this, even with my army not being made up of knights, I'm still start off in the lead. Fuck the nobility. The merchants are where it's at. Also, on a side note, I don't know why I took the handgunners, because these guys are useless. Although I hadn't played this game in like multiplayer in this game in like a year, I'm like, oh, I'll take some handgunners. That must be scary for the Polish. Yeah. That totally makes sense. And then I'm going to bum rush his Polish knights with my merchant, or men-at-arms. They're basically the merchants, it's Venice. Anyone with this much armor, and being that well trained, probably had some money behind them, and they therefore probably were merchants or bodyguards hired by said merchants and or the rich people. Because that's what you do. Hire people to do your dirty work. Or just force peasants to do it. Either or. Also, we're now going to charge in our heavy infantry after I get some good shots off on them. A couple woodsmen died. Good chunk of knights. And luckily for me, I get a little bit of a hill advantage here. Okay, peasants, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, peasants. You're gonna be okay, buddy. Oh my god, they're so fucked. Ugh. Well, it's nice knowing you guys. Second line. Charge! And even though being heavily outnumbered, my men-at-arms are actually going to fare much better. And my opponent has actually done something really bad, and he's actually formed up a huge blob here of just heavy infantry. So I'm going to start taking some pot shots with my missile units right into this big blob. As well as dealing with these assholes here. And also, as you can see, his Polish knights are starting to go away. Armored surgeons are doing their job. We've also got a good side charge here. And I'm still holding some men in reserve. Put them where needed. And his second thing of Polish knights is now in. Now firing with them with the crossbows, and I also charged in my men-at-arms. Probably should charge armored surgeons. Why didn't I do that originally? Oh well. Yeah, here's what's left of his Polish knights from the right flank. I'm now going to chase him down. But yeah, as you can see, my men-at-arms have only lost about 20-something men. They're still holding up quite well. Well, his infantry's starting to get whittled down here. You can see this guy getting executed. Slowly whittling down his cavalry here. And then he pulls some of his crossbowmen from over here back here to assist him in this fight. Which, to be truthful, he is going to win, but it's going to cost him the rest of his knights, and it's going to whittle down his general a little bit. Who he's actually keeping out of the fight for the most part for now. Also now going to move my handgunners over here. Continue to fire, and then I move the rest of my dismounted men-at-arms in. And then some of his men are actually starting to retreat. And that first group has only lost half its men, and the units that charged it are not doing so well. They're just about broken, they've lost most of their men, and then I'm going to clean up over here. Dismantle Polish nobles.
My lord, only half our force remains.
And yeah, we're literally right at 51% right now. Literally got to that point at the exact same time, and then the announcer, anytime...
The enemy are badly blooded.
Either...
They have lost
as you
half
can see
their
right here.
men.
Anytime either you or your opponent in this game gets to 50% of the men, the announcer will then... Blah 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 blah, half your men are dead, or blah 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 blah, half the enemy's men are dead. Which I don't remember if it's in any other Total War game, but it's in this one, and I actually like the whole thing. I find it handy. It gives a little bit of urgency, slash, if you're kicking ass and you get to that kind of point where, okay, only half them left, we can do this. Or hard battle and take out half the men. So and so. Oh, so yeah, we're not doing too well on this flank. Polish cav are almost dead. Moved up my general here. This is the handgunners. Who are now gonna fight with... Okay, seriously, what are you guys? You guys are worthless, you know that. Take 50 minutes to reload your guns.
The battle is in our favor.
It's also another thing I love about Rome and Medieval 2. The armies in all the other Total War games, they will start to break and they won't come back. There's some units in this game that will literally fight the last men, and then there's that last men are like, okay, there's no one else here looking at me. I can run now with a clean conscience, knowing that no one else is going to see me. And there goes the rest of his Polish nobles. And just gonna whittle him down here in this fight. As well as finish the rest of this cav off. My oh, no. Here comes his general, who I'm now gonna run away from. Not even gonna deal with that. You just got your ass kicked by handgunners. You know you suck when. Okay, fight's cleared up here. What's left of my infantry corps, which is not much at this point. Oh my god, the peasants survived. Oh my god, how bad do you think some of my men feel knowing, you know, okay, we died or we ran away and the peasants are still fighting. Oh, so we'll chase these guys down so they don't come back. And we also gotta deal with these guys. As well as on this flank, I have now cleared up. Oh, yep. We're just about done with the... Or yeah, we are done with the bloody... Yeah, blah, crossbowmen over there. And now handgunners and my general taking on his general. Handgunners are getting their collective asses kicked right now, while my general's actually doing a half-decent job, and I say that right when some guy's dying from my general's unit. I have like the best timing ever when it comes to this. Just want to see how much... Yes. You die. No. Ah,
the battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
And yeah, at this point I was actually focusing in on the battle, watching my general face off against his general. I actually forgot about my men here. I just clicked the attack order thinking, okay, attack them, we can kill them. Literally right when they get to this point, they don't really have too many places to go. We'll just chase them here, they'll probably turn around and actually fight, but no. I get all my men killed. It's just kind of a shame because I could have probably used these guys to wrap up the battle much sooner than I actually did. And also at this point in the battle, I think it's literally just, yeah. My crossbows are wiping up his mounted crossbowmen right now, and then I have my, yeah. He has his general and his mounted crossbows, and I have my general, my crossbow foot men, and the my heavy infantry, which is all going to die over here. Oh, now you run. But yeah, things aren't going to go too good for me over here. Actually, at this point, I'll just speed things up. I know this battle goes on a little bit long. Okay, all these men over here are going to die. General's down to just a few men, so I'm going to move all my crossbows and do what I can with them. And as it stands right now, I have a huge advantage. He only has 8 men in his general unit. I have 10 on horses, so I have a little bit of advantage there. And what men he does have left in his main fighting force are mounted crossbowmen, which are nowhere near as plentiful as my actual Pavis crossbowmen right now. And he's gonna kind of charge right in. Get some good shots off. See a few men here fly off their horses. Then I'm going to get some more shots in on him. We're now going to back out of this fight. Yeah, these guys are now running. For some reason, he's moved his general way back here. These guys stopped routing. These guys now backed off from the fight, and are now going to get some arrows in the ass. Mostly just these two guys, though. No, him as well. And we're now going to charge back in, even though I personally think he should have probably just stayed in combat. He would have been better off. And these guys are now retreating. And men actually died on the charge here. And we're now broken. And we're also going to take some arrows in the ass. And at this point, it's just his general. I'm going to fast forward. Kill a few of his men there, but yeah. So we'll go back to normal. Just look at how many people died here. So that's another thing I love about Medieval 2. The battles in Rome actually seem to kind of stay in one contained part for most of the battles I find. A lot of the battles I have in medieval multiplayer, they tend to go all over the map, like, although that's also due to the retreating mechanics where people can come back much easier than they can in Rome. But yeah, there's bodies all over this battlefield here. Also, just his general and 1 man left. For some reason they haven't retreated yet. Here's his general right here. And much like Boromir from Lord of the Rings, his general's going to take a comedic amount of arrows, or crossbow bolts, Like, this guy goes down.
Praise to
There
our
we go.
Lord. Our men have slain the enemy. Thank God in heaven. We
The
are
50th arrow goes in
victorious.
him.
Our soldiers
Ugh,
fought
it's just
and
a
died
flesh
well
wound.
today.
Ugh. And I'd like to thank my opponent, Little Jeremy Warren, for a good game. I had a lot of fun. And this is Lord Garrett Snow signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.